Explore, create, and share your island paradise in the Animal Crossing New Horizons Nintendo Switch 2 Edition game. Use mouse controls to design and decorate intuitively. See your friends' reactions with camera play support. And up to 12 friends can play together online, including on Slumber Island. Animal Crossing New Horizons Nintendo Switch 2 Edition, available now.
Here we go.
Prep the R-Wings. We've got a job to do, Star Fox. We're gonna take the system back from Andross, one planet at a time.
So you want us to cause some mayhem? That's my kind of plan.
It's the deadliest stretch of space in the system, Fox.
We'll be pushing the limits like never before.
This is it, Star Fox. Let's show them how it's done.
Star Fox, available June 25th.
Listen to Nintendo game music anytime, anywhere. Nintendo Music. Let's go over some updates to the service. Nintendo Music can now be accessed on web browsers, so you can listen on your computer. A larger screen helps make it easier to identify game titles and playlists you're interested in. The Nintendo Music app is also available on compatible tablets. That means you can browse music on a larger screen than you'd find on a smartphone. You can also enjoy Nintendo Music on the road. With Android Auto and Apple CarPlay support. Music can be selected from your vehicle's touchscreen. Voice control is also available. You can say, "Play a rainy day," to play music that fits the scenery and vibe of your drive. From recent and upcoming releases to nostalgic classics, more tracks will be added to Nintendo Music over time. With tunes to match your lifestyle, you can listen to Nintendo game music anytime, anywhere.
Nintendo Music.
Nintendo Music is included with an active Nintendo Switch Online membership.
Come one, come all. Here's what's sprouting in the Flower Kingdom. A new power-up. Rosalina and Luma.
Wowie zowie!
Assist mode. Double badges. And oh, the Koopalings. And And over in the brand new Bellabelle Park, Camp Central with the Toad Brigade Training Camp. Do it solo or team up. And speaking of teaming up, attractions galore in Attraction Central. Local wireless multiplayer, including game share support, online multiplayer, co-op attractions, versus attractions, lots of collectibles. And there's still so much more to experience. So what are you waiting for? The Super Mario Bros. Wonder Nintendo Switch 2 Edition plus Meet Up in Bellabelle Park game is available now on the Nintendo Switch 2 system. Nintendo Switch 2 players who already have Super Mario Bros. Wonder on Nintendo Switch can upgrade to the Nintendo Switch 2 Edition by purchasing the upgrade pack. 3 amiibo figures from Super Mario Bros. Wonder are also available now.
Samus, I've been waiting for this.
Okay, let's go!
Back at it again on Yumian Island. Well, look who it is. Crystal seems to be everywhere these days. The hustle never stops. But what's she spending her money on? All right. Work it.
I give up.
Ever since Angie's misadventures and romance,
Unhappy Angie spotted.
Crystal has a new gig. Part-time cheerleader and full-time
Our
friend.
special granola parfait infused with hot dog.
That's not...
This will totally go viral.
Sure, you do you. She understands that sometimes you need to be with nature. Share quality time, goofing off with friends. Who is this guy?
The secondhand embarrassment is strong.
Would you make me something?
Or even explore your creative side.
One sec. Do you like it?
Wow.
Done.
Okay, Picasso. At the end of the day, Crystal never clocks out from being a pal. But she does have to clock back in at the food mart. Hey, drop it! That's a good doggy. Tomodachi life, living the dream.
Please come again.
So I'm glad to be here. I'm glad there's time. I gotta be quiet because roommates are sleeping, and there's more than likely gonna be one reason for me to scream, I could imagine, but I'm scared of screaming because I'm not trying to wake anybody up. What I am trying to do in this next minute, if I can, I'm a little worried I can't, so maybe I can't, but I can still say hello to Ericus, and I can say hello to Mindy8712. Yeah, I don't have time to greet you as properly as you deserve because of this. But Infant Kirby's here to say hi. I'm just glad there's enough time for this. I don't think I'm gonna be doing one long extended stream today. I'm gonna have to go back to sleep and then get some more pasta cooked, but I want to do a regular stream today though. So what will the first thing Nintendo be announced? Or what will the first thing be that Nintendo announces here? I've always liked this way it builds up into the Nintendo Direct logo. I like those shapes, they're fun. But we figured this would happen even if it wasn't exactly last week.
Hello everyone, I'm Yoshiaki Koizumi, and I'll be
Hello Zarnathium.
Nintendo Direct.
I'm glad Twitch somehow didn't let you all down.
Here's a game that's coming to the Nintendo Switch system.
The Nintendo Switch 1.
Take a look at this.
So what's coming to the first Switch?
Hello.
Rhythm Heaven, I think.
My name is Lowell Miss Reeds, and I'm known for my reading aloud skills and more. Beep.
Does this not feel very
I'm
AI?
here today to help show you the Rhythm Heaven Groove game. Beep.
I'd hope that it's an actual performance that sounds AI and it's not actual AI. I almost think it's been that way since the beginning of Rhythm Heaven, hasn't it? I wouldn't know. I don't know that I would get this at all, but it does still feel fun.
Rhythm Heaven Groove.
It does feel good, kind of silly.
Playing this game is pretty simple. Just get into the groove and press the correct button. That's all there is to it. But it's not always the same rhythm. Listen carefully to the beat. Find your flow, and you'll be able to feel the rhythm. 2, 3, 4, now. 2, 3, now. 2, now. 2, 3, now. Over 80 all-new rhythm games are included.
It does look good, though.
As you play through the game, you can unlock different modes. For example,
The kingdom's everlasting peace rests on your shoulders. Beep. Finally, you're awake.
Go forth, magician,
I can't lose.
and use the magical power of rhythm to beat monsters. Cast a fire spell with B.A. B.A.
Oh.
And a healing spell with B down A. B down A.
I'll say that's interesting there.
So you really want to fight, huh?
What spells will strike a chord against the foes you face? Groove on and tip the scales to victory.
That actually does look
It's
interesting.
time for the Who's Got Rhythm quiz show.
Plus, there are even more rhythm games in the lineup. Enjoy all of this while playing solo. And
Dan, Emily, Leo, Sarah. We're under attack. Beep.
up to 4 players can enjoy dedicated rhythm games. Note the timing and block the arrows.
Ericus was expecting the spell casting pattern to match the button configuration on the controller. It didn't look like it did it.
Emily got the snack.
There are over 30 cooperative and competitive games to play.
I feel like they could be played, but
or with friends.
How many people would I even know that would play the
Rhythm
multiplayer
Groove hits
games?
The Nintendo Switch system, July 2nd.
You know what? I better get the
Pre-orders
notes
are
ready.
Available now on Nintendo eShop.
I don't feel like noting this, but it deserves to be known.
Rhythm Groove for Nintendo Switch. You'll also be able to play it on the Nintendo Switch 2 system.
Surely.
Please wait just a little longer for its release.
It won't be too long.
We'll introduce games coming to Nintendo Switch 2, including some games that will also be available on Nintendo Switch.
Good. They're still supporting the Switch 1. How un-Nintendo-like is that?
Master the way of the sword.
So that's coming to Switch 2 as well.
Let's see your best today.
Onimusha, Way of the Sword, a new entry in the Sword Play Action series, is slashing onto Nintendo Switch 2.
I don't know who was here and wasn't here to see me demo this, but I was very excited by the demo. Very, very, very excited.
Beyond measure.
This game will just be way too fun.
Deflect.
That's fun too.
Counterattack Isen.
Oh yeah.
Master these techniques to strike down the enemies in your path. Oni armaments are also at your disposal to turn.
Oh, some drums or drumsticks, or rather, what is it? Taiko sticks.
Joy-Con 2 motion controls to intuitively slay Genma. As
I don't know if
fates
that's necessary.
Will you cut down those that stand in your way?
That was a very fun fight.
Onimusha, Way of the Sword, launches on Nintendo Switch 2, September 25th. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop. Your unwritten epic begins.
I can't think of what that is if that ain't the Dust
Dragon's
Drugs.
Dogma 2, Dark Arisen is heading to Nintendo Switch 2. You are the Arisen.
Could Zarnathium tell that a mile away by the art?
Who has taken your heart.
Because I know Zarn loved some Dragon's Dogma.
Dogma 2. Explore the new land of Norgan. Seek out spoils, then appraise them to reveal new weapons, armor, or skills. With these arms at the ready, take down powerful monsters in this single-player action RPG adventure.
Oh, Minnie just beat this. Very nice. Very, very nice there.
Mage, skilled in spell casting. Choose the vocation that fits your playstyle. Plus, you can lead up to 3 pawns, custom companions who act on their own. When taking on massive monsters, you can climb them to strike their weak points.
I wouldn't remember you could
Fighting
jump up
alongside
them.
Your pawns is key to victory. In a world between dark and light, embark on an adventure and tell a tale all your own. What fate awaits the Arisen and their pawns? Dragon's Dogma 2.
Ericus never got around to picking it up, and neither did I, only because I hadn't gone through Dark Arisen. Oh no, I hadn't gone through, wait, is that Dark Arisen as well? Why do I think the first Dragon's Dogma had a Dark Arisen, and now this has a Dark Arisen as well? And now this is coming to Switch
on her mission
2.
to save humanity and reclaim the planet. Engage in high-speed combat that focuses on timing. Then find your opening and strike. Defeat enemies to acquire new skills.
I still need to go through this
to fit the situation.
very, very, very badly.
Can you save humanity and reclaim Earth for humankind? Stellar Blade
Like, that's
launches on
always
Nintendo
looked too
Switch
cool.
2
I've gotta
this year.
go through that.
Blast off in the
I don't need to go
two-player
through that.
co-op adventure Orbitals. Protect your home in an expedition across the galaxy. There are many
Okay,
interstellar
Eric
areas to
says
explore.
that Dragon Dogma 1 did have a Dark Arisen, so that was, I only realized why Zarn flipped out in a good way. So Dragon's Dogma 2 has a Dark Arisen version. Will it come to the other consoles like I expect? I can only think it would also come to the other consoles. There's no way it wouldn't.
And overcome the Crisis of the Cosmos. Orbitals launches exclusively on the Nintendo Switch 2 system September 3rd. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo
So now there's a
eShop.
date for it.
Journey through the Glade of Dreams in this bold reimagining of Rayman Legends.
Yeah, it is bold
Shadowy villains
in a way I
start
can
spreading
appreciate.
corruption. It's up to Rayman and his friends to leap, glide, and punch their way through charming and colorful worlds. Ride dragons across realms. Dive into 4 new musical stages. And enjoy more content.
Whoa.
Up to 4 players can go out on a limb in local co-op.
Why don't I go through these
Play a
games?
revamped version of Kung Foot using game share locally or
Why
online.
don't I go through Rayman Origins and Legends?
Launches on Nintendo Switch 2.
Touch
October
this. The song is called You Can't Touch
1st.
This.
It's a great day for a big walk.
I don't need that
Get
neither.
lost with friends in this online co-op walking and talking adventure. Set off through a peaceful world brimming with challenges, puzzles, and lots of
Though that
things to
music
discover.
reminds me of Journey.
Enjoy the sights and sounds as you work together to find
That
your
reminds
way
me of
around.
Journey.
Use all sorts of tools to stay in touch
This feels like Friend Slop.
and figure out new
And I
methods
almost
of
feel like Friend
communicating
Slop
if you're
is
in a
easy
pickle.
to identify. But I don't want to call it slop.
They might even be
That's just what everyone else says. And they probably don't mean it as harsh as it sounds.
And if you're not quite up to adventuring, you can always just relax with your pals.
I prefer
Enjoy the
adventuring.
sunset,
I need adventuring.
dance the night
It needs to
away,
be an actiony adventure.
or steal something from a friend and kick it into the ocean. You know.
Why?
usual stuff.
Why would someone be so
You can
cruel?
also use mouse controls or hang out with friends using cross-platform play. After all, spending quality time together is the best part of a big walk. Strolling onto Nintendo Switch 2, August 4th. Season the Seas.
I can't tell what that is. Is it Bancho the chef? No, it's a One Piece thing.
Build your very own floating restaurant with the
One
Straw
Piece
Hat
Grand
Crew.
Gourmet, huh?
Cook up recipes with Sanji. Craft the menu. Decorate it to your liking. Then serve your customers as you run the restaurant.
Those are actually delicious
By
looking
searching
pixels.
for and collecting ingredients, you'll expand your menu offerings. Use devil fruit abilities to prepare piping hot steaks. Or whip up tongue-tingling tauntaun noodles. You can make all sorts of delicious dishes.
No, that actually looks delicious.
Spend in-game money to
Really
change up the
delicious.
restaurant's interior and expand it to attract even more customers.
Super.
Over 400 characters from the One Piece series will appear. Mouse controls are also supported on Nintendo Switch 2. Get ready for a feast of epic proportions in One Piece Grand Gourmet. Sailing onto the Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch systems October 23rd.
Probably not as much for me, but it still looks great. What do they got here for Pokemon Pokopia? Not representative of actual gameplay experience. So keep this in mind. Is there any actual end to Pokemon Pokopia?
Keep
I almost think
adventuring
there
in
could be,
Pokemon
but I'm not
Pokopia,
100%.
Even beneath the sea. Explore the world on the ocean floor with a free update.
So this
By
is
using
Dive.
the new move Dive, you can enjoy life with Pokemon living under the sea.
Oh, that's Vermilion City theme.
Build structures.
The key signature of the Heart Gold and Soul Silver version of Vermilion City.
August 2026. And there's more. The Pokemon Pokopia Expansion Pass paid DLC is on the way. Discover a brand new town, Bubbly Basin. There you'll find new furniture, new outfits, and new friends.
The Pokemon Pokopia Expansion Pass paid DLC will be available later today on Nintendo eShop.
Wonder if that's why there was an update or something.
DLC, Bubbly Basin, launches this August. Part 2 and Part 3 will launch at a later date. Look out for more details in the future.
I still can't get myself to get it yet, if at all. But I hate that it's just a game key card. Manaphy. So there's a new friend to make in that's DLC.
Content for Pokemon Pokopia via a free update and paid DLC. Next,
What was that Pokemon there? Looks like Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave.
Dagden Empire, a prosperous land ruled by the gods. The capital, Daxian, plays host to the Heroic Games.
Yep.
The winner of which is granted one wish. Powerful fighters from across the land have gathered to participate.
This was to be expected, or it makes a whole lot of sense.
The story revolves around 4 heroes.
4.
A young boy determined to win the games to save his imprisoned father. Dietrich, a swordsman ever on the hunt for a stronger foe. Theodora, a queen seeking to fulfill the long-held dream of her homeland. And Lida, a musician with her sights set on revenge. Guide whichever character you choose to victory as they weave their own unique tale.
Through Fortune's
Between
Weave.
matches, you can strengthen your forces in different ways. Hone your techniques at the training grounds.
There's a whole lot of turns. 172 or something.
Recruit new allies. Or travel beyond Daxian's walls to gain experience.
Whole lot of places to go.
Your free time is up to you. Combat takes the form of turn-based tactical battles.
As it should.
Consider your weapon's range and your unit's strength on the battlefield.
Sarn would love a demo today, so Nintendo and Intelligent Systems make it so.
Comes with their own special techniques. By using these techniques to the fullest,
Whoa.
you might turn the tide of battle.
That was something there.
Rejoice with me at the advent of the underworld.
You look upon the Promised One, who will route you here and guide the living to salvation. How did it feel to upheave the world?
She ain't from Three Houses, is she?
Be gone from us. The darkness.
There was green hair, and she sounds like Cassandra Lee Morris, but I can't be 100% about that. So September 17th. Oh, no demo.
Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave launches September 17th. Alongside the standard edition, there will be a special edition, the Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave Dagden Collection, that launches the same day. Please look forward to it.
Feels bad about no
Continue
demo.
with some more headlines.
Welcome to the next level of ninja battles.
I don't know about this. It sure looks fun, though. No, this does look fun.
The first part of
Bubblegum
Ninja
Ninja
2 is sneaking onto Nintendo Switch 2.
Oh, Ninja La. I don't know about Ninja La.
Accidentally breaking a forbidden seal.
Oh.
You're stranded on an uncharted planet. Overcome the dangers lurking here to safely return to Earth in this open world action adventure. Use Ninja Gum to freely traverse this vast world in search of clues to get back home.
I feel bad about Ninja Gum. I'm not a gum person.
Blow a bubble to float in the air. Defeat enemies blocking your path with weapons crafted from Ninja Gum. You can even summon
That's not
with
sanitary.
ninjutsu to unleash powerful
But it's
attacks.
still silly.
Additionally, up to 4 ninja can team up in local or online multiplayer to chew through tough battles. The first part of Ninjala 2, The Uncharted Planet, launches exclusively on the Nintendo Switch 2 system next spring.
Exclusively.
The DK Challenge barrels in.
What's this?
Coming to Nintendo Switch Online on Nintendo Switch 2, the limited time DK Challenge event. Take on challenges across many Donkey Kong games available with Nintendo Classics. By completing them, you can earn and enjoy collectible digital challenge cards. And if you have Donkey Kong Bonanza, you can attempt even more challenges. Try out ones geared for beginners, or take on developer challenges for something with a bit more punch.
Oh boy.
Rediscover Donkey Kong games, play challenges, and complete your card collection.
How did Mario not have
Challenge
this?
Can be accessed via the Nintendo Switch Online app on the home menu of your Nintendo Switch 2. You'll be able to barrel through these limited time challenges starting later today. Plus, in the Donkey Kong Bonanza, DK Island and Emerald Rush paid DLC, a limited time collaboration with Super Mario Bros. Is breaking through. Enjoy outfits for
Baby
DK
Mario and Luigi. Oh no, just Baby Luigi.
and Luigi.
Or rather, Luigi, Pauline, and
Super
coins.
Question blocks, and more. Experience Emerald Rush as you've never seen it before with a Super Mario Brothers twist.
That's real
This
silly looking.
limited-time collaboration event will be held in 4 waves with the first wave beginning later today. From the creators of Vampire Survivors.
Vampire Crawlers. Or, oh no, what's
The
this?
latest game from the makers of Vampire Survivors.
That's different.
Jujutsu Kaisen Rumble
Jujutsu Kaisen.
Survivathon casts a spell onto Nintendo Switch.
Okay, I gotta look at this.
Up to 8 players can compete online for the top spot in this Survivors Royale. At the start of a match, players don't battle directly. Instead, take down enemies on your own map to earn points. Each time you earn 100 points, you can add a rule to your run, including ones that hinder other players.
It's the calling game.
Culminates in a head-to-head final battle.
That's what
between
this is, the
top 2
calling
players.
game.
Who will be
Holy
the
cow.
final survivor? More than 20 characters
That's
from the
awesome.
Jujutsu Kaisen series appear. Characters can be unlocked just by playing. Battle online with players near and far.
I could
or
really
go it
use
alone
that.
against computer-controlled opponents. Exorcise curses, dominate rivals, and rise to the top. Jujutsu Kaisen Rumble Survivathon launches on Nintendo Switch 2 this year. Are you up for the challenge? in
That
these
looks
games?
cool. I didn't realize it was a calling game thing.
Unforgiving battles storm onto Nintendo Switch 2. In a forsaken world, a looming darkness devours all in its path. Now, only one kingdom endures. Defy the will of the gods to save what remains of humanity. Master brutal melee combat, devastating sorceries, and lethal ranged attacks.
That ain't so devastating magic if they keep
Towering
dodging.
abominations on your journey across the realms of the living and the dead. A hero must rise for a god to fall. Lords of the Fallen 2 launches on Nintendo Switch 2 this fall.
Is that the Duskbloods?
Enter a
No, Lies of
darkly
P.
elegant world based on the story of Pinocchio in Lies of P.
Complete
In a
edition.
city under siege, you must fight rampaging mechanical puppets and seek the cause of this upheaval while confronting your own humanity. Take on enemies using customizable weapons and prosthetic arms that allow you to swap between different abilities.
No, they're not like Devil May Cry 5's Devil Breakers. Or are they?
Lies of P Complete Edition, which includes Overture, a prequel expansion to the main game, launches on the Nintendo Switch 2 system August 6th. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop.
And a physical version will be available October 2nd. Oh, speaking of Devil May Cry 5.
Slashing its way onto Nintendo Switch 2. Play as Nero, Dante, V, and Virgil, each armed with different battle styles, as you fight off hordes of demons and epic bosses.
This was an epic game here.
Dodges and combos with your vast arsenal of weapons and skills. Enjoy thrilling, high-octane combat at 60 frames per second in both TV mode and handheld mode. Plus, additional content such as battle tracks, character colors, and Devil Breaker weapons for Nero are included.
Like the Mega Buster.
Devil May Cry 5 Devil Hunter Edition launches on Nintendo Switch 2 June 23rd.
That game was just too fun.
Later today
and they're showing the end of the game, although it has been a lot of years.
Enter a mystical era, deep into
Is that Muramasa? Looks like Muramasa again.
their own destinies. So you're looking for some runaway.
I think that's Muramasa, and that's actually exciting. That is actually, it is Muramasa, Demon Blade. I wondered about playing through this. I got it on the Wii, but not the Vita remake or Vita update Muramasa Rebirth. But this is totally a nice surprise.
An RPG for the ages. What fate awaits those who wield the demon blade?
That's actually
Muramasa,
Revenant Blades. Next year.
Nintendo Switch 2 editions
Oh
of
boy.
these 3 Xenoblade Chronicles games are incoming.
For 10 years of Xenoblade 2.
60 frames per second with 4K resolution in TV mode or Full HD in handheld mode. In-game cutscenes also have enhanced resolution and frame rate.
Yeah, that's better.
Not only that, but you can travel on a high-speed vehicle in the first game.
What up?
Control blades to fight mercenary squad battles in the second. And put your strength to the test against waves of enemies in the third.
Whoa.
There's also a variety of other content added to each of the 3 games.
Voiced Heart to Heart.
Details will be revealed at a later date.
Ericus wishes he really liked Xenoblade.
The digital version of Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition.
I'm
Nintendo
good
Switch 2
there. I can
Edition,
do
and
that.
the upgrade
Cool.
pack will be available later today. The physical version
Cool.
launches on July 30th. The Nintendo Switch 2 editions of Xenoblade Chronicles 2 and Xenoblade Chronicles 3 will be available on the dates shown on screen.
7:30 and then the 3rd.
3 Xenoblade Chronicles games are getting Nintendo Switch 2 editions. New features will be added to each title, so we hope you'll check them out.
I only need upgrades for those.
And
How
a
much
new
for
story in the
upgrades?
Xenoblade series is about to begin. Here are some early moments from the game.
Oh, he says Xenoblade, but I keep thinking Xenoblade. But a new story. A new Xenoblade game? Or expansion to 3 or what? This looks brand new.
世界を構成するその全ては大地を流れるアニマが形を変えたものだ。
I think this is more than what people asked in the best of ways.
アニマとその力を自在に振るう騎士だ。
Let's see, where's any re-releases of Xenosaga or Xenogears? We need those. Zarn has them all, and so do I. Hopefully the upgrades are only around $10. If I gotta spend just $10, that's all right. Did I miss something in Xenoblade Chronicles 1 isn't getting much of an update? I thought it was getting an update with new vehicles to ride on and voiced heart to hearts, among other things, in the resolution. Did I miss something? Did I read that wrong? But more Academy stuff here. One is getting stuff. I thought I saw that. That's why I was worried about what Zarn said. Oh, you meant you've been wanting it for a bit. So now that you see it, you're excited. That's what you meant. I just need to give Xenoblade the time it all deserves. There are so many games that deserve time from me. This franchise is another one of those things. Six sons. That's insane. And what a world there to see that in the sky. I say Xenoblade Genesis. I'd rather say Xenoblade than Xenoblade. That was nice, though.
Xenoblade Genesis marks a new beginning.
Xenoblade. But commercials have said Xenoblade before.
Please look forward to future
MIDI has everything, including Torna, the Golden Country. That reminds Ericus of the world in Ion. And the upcoming Ion 2.
Island, home to all kinds of sports. Coming to Nintendo Switch 2, Nintendo Switch Sports Resort, the latest game in the series. Use the Joy-Con 2 controllers as rackets, bows.
How dare they? In a way I can handle. But it's still not the same.
Sports to choose from, all with intuitive motion controls. Let's go over them.
We got Nintendo Switch Sports, but golf didn't feel so hot.
Counter and outmaneuver for the knockout in boxing.
That was Switch Sports, or Switch.
Make quick shots to keep your opponent on their toes. In table tennis, aim for the center of the target and let that arrow fly. In archery, enjoy rallies with different types of shots in tennis.
Hadn't played tennis in forever.
Set and spike in volleyball. Roll the ball straight or
I could do bowling again.
big in bowling. Dribble, pass, and shoot to score in basketball. Adjust your shot's power, then swing your club in golf.
I still gotta do Wii Sports Resort golf,
Hand your
though.
opponent a defeat in thumb wrestling. Ride through the course using mouse controls in skateboarding.
I would hope that controls well, because that's kind of a big deal.
And coast along the waves in power cruising.
Who played Wave Race in a long time? Wave Race 64, Wave Race Blue Storm. Prop playing would be what we call cozy gaming.
Plus, you can warm up for these sports with jump rope. You can create and play as a sportsmate or Mii character.
This is actually more than all right
Enjoy
here.
playing all kinds of sports on Nintendo Switch 2. Nintendo Switch Sports Resort launches exclusively on the Nintendo Switch 2 system October 22nd. Pre-orders begin later today.
Probably the
on
resort
Nintendo
is the
eShop.
2 part.
Nintendo Switch Sports Resort is coming to Nintendo Switch 2. We showed all the sports included, but since we have the opportunity, let's try one of the new sports, thumb wrestling.
Before the match, let's go over the rules. Hold down your opponent's thumb for 3 seconds, and you'll win. If
How do you
yours
get out
gets
of it?
pinned,
Shake.
Just shake the controller to break free. And if you keep your
I think their
thumb
hands
held
got
down,
bigger for
it'll
thumb
get
wrestling.
Bigger and stronger. 3, 2, 1. You'll need this to claim victory.
Yeah, they are big hands.
Here's to a great thumb wrestling match. The thumb moves, just like this.
Round 1.
Here we go. Let's have a good match. Oh, got him right away.
2, 1. Breakout.
Oh, they broke free. All right. Let's try this. Oh, we bumped thumbs. Oh, go, go, go. Hold it. Oh, they
I almost want to think the more times you break out, the less chance you'll get to whenever you try again. Probably something akin to a stamina system. When you try and break out so many times, you're going to end up no longer being able to as easily.
When the nail got bigger. Hold on a second. That's not how it's supposed to go. It's okay. Everything's fine. My thumb returned to normal. Ooh, it's sparkling.
So they kind of had to dance and dodge in order to get the thumb down and charge up the thumb. Make it harder to get up.
Wait a minute. I lost. Please wait a little longer for Nintendo Switch Sports Resort. Let's move on to more headlines.
We got 15 more minutes of this.
Survive a land ruled by dragons.
That RuneScape.
The world of RuneScape comes to Nintendo Switch 2. An ancient
Garo.
has awakened.
I didn't know there was a name Garo Berserker. That's all right there. And it makes Ericus and I think of the Mark of the Wolves.
And uncover lost secrets on your journey to face the Dragon Queen. In this survival crafting adventure, delve into the mysteries of Ashenfall.
See, Ericus knows what's up. Very much.
On your expedition, harness the land's
But it honestly does look cool. This does look like something I could easily play.
Craft gear and build shelter. Then step into battle. Forge weapons, sharpen your skills, and face the danger that
This is more of a RuneScape I could play than old school RuneScape. But old school RuneScape is pretty iconic. Ericus and wife got this last year, need to boot it back up.
September 15th. Get on board for these games.
Not for Switch. Sure, yeah. You got it on Steam, I imagine? 'Cause I don't remember it hitting console yet.
Join the party with over
Oh, look, there's
40
Gudetama.
character-themed mini-games and several board games.
I don't need this.
140 Sanrio characters to meet. Plus, you can choose from 16 partner characters.
Isn't a Gretzko Sanrio character?
And so much
It'd be
more.
fun to see Retzko.
Hello Kitty Partyland launches exclusively on Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch October 29th.
So let's get down there and finish
Here's
the job.
my big game for the month. It looks gorgeous. It really does.
Across the Lilat system with Fox McCloud and his crew. A battle for the fate of the galaxy begins. Star Fox.
You know what would be
launches on
fun?
Nintendo Switch
Is if
2
they
June
had
25th.
lines replicated from the original and not just the
Free
new.
demo that includes a tutorial, and one of the game's opening stages will be available later today on Nintendo eShop.
I think I gotta stream that.
Hope resonates within the crystals.
What crystals here? Another HD 2D thing. But far more animated pixels here. That ain't Bahamut Lagoon, is it? No. Final Fantasy Brave Exvius.
Game in HD 2D, Final Fantasy Resonance. This is Lapis.
That's actually a big deal. That's Brave Exvius stuff there.
But after the invasion of the Veritas, this once thriving world lies on the brink
That's
of the
actually beyond interesting. Wow.
Rain, a knight of Grandshelt, must journey across the
Wow.
world with his companions to stop the Veritas. In
I remember a
turn-based
good bit of
battles,
this.
Call upon Neon Visions, iconic Final Fantasy heroes.
That's more than all right too. You could do that in Brave Exvius.
The truth behind the Veritas and the secrets the crystals hold. Final Fantasy Resonance launches on the Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch systems October 22nd.
Hope it's not just Switch 2.
Whimsical world
It didn't say exclusively on the Switch and Switch 2.
Returns in a new 3D puzzle.
So I'll have to look into that.
What do giant fruit, malevolent robot frogs, and an all-powerful potato have in common? Nothing. Shadowy
Nothing.
conspiracy, of course. Meet a cavalcade of curious characters, each with their own problems and puzzles to solve. But beneath this seemingly happy world lies a sinister plot to squeeze the locals for all they're worth. Time to join the resistance by using Piku's surprising abilities. Help solve the people's problems in surprising and downright oddball ways. Feeling baffled by these affable denizens? Embrace these strange encounters and bring about an ultimate understanding. And in this sequel, navigate and explore in full 3D as you discover the secrets of this vivid, colorful world. Get ready to wander, solve, and gossip in Piku Niku 2.
It does look colorful and vivid.
Next year.
I'll give it that.
Prepare for
Oh,
all new
the monsters. The new monsters.
adventure.
If it would come to PlayStation consoles, it'd be an easier game for me. I could do Steam, just not just Switch 2 or Switch.
Spot a monster you fancy?
Nice font.
Win it over and it'll fight by your side. And that's not all.
Fusions.
Synthesize two monsters to create more powerful allies. Now, take on the most fearsome of foes with a team.
That was a nice trio of food-themed slimes.
Adventure is calling, and it's monstrously fun. Dragon Quest Monsters, the Wizard
Okay.
World.
Huh. About time you got here.
That's gotta be the Duskbloods. It must be. Are they really gonna keep it Switch 2 exclusive though? That just doesn't feel smart.
We are monsters, each vying for blood.
Man.
You're finally here. Worthy spirit.
What a rune-burned rat. Closed network test this summer. Not much there.
How was that? Next, we have more news about an upcoming treasure hunting game.
Sounds like Splatoon Raiders.
Here's some fresh news about Splatoon Raiders.
Okay.
A new single-player focused adventure. Check out this neat little place. The hideout ship out on the water. There's Deep Cut, a trio of swashbuckling musicians. And this scrappy individual? That's you. Let's call this handy youth the Mechanic. The four of them are using the hideout ship as their hub, hunting for treasure across these landmasses, the Spiralite Islands. All right, time for a quick dive. Looks like the treasure they're after is at the base of those lights. But there's a bunch of aggressive creatures called salmonids in the way. And when you get too close, they'll attack immediately.
Of course they would.
The salmonids aren't pushovers either, so you shouldn't go it alone.
Have there still been Splatfests going on?
This comes in, the Exploration Bot. A member of Deep Cut pilots it during your treasure hunts and attacks automatically. Launches you in the air for extra height. And even gets out of the bot to unleash special moves like this.
That's some stuff there.
You'll also get support in the form of gadgets. There's one that continuously fires ink after it's placed. Another that slices through enemies. Another that spins ink around you, and
That's
more.
nice. Splatolites.
And the best part, you can use them together. It'd be nice if that made things easier, though. So to recap, do not underestimate the salmonids. Yikes, this is tougher than it looks. But the salmonids aren't the only powerful ones around here. Through battles, you, the mechanic, will also get stronger by leveling up.
Oh no.
And you can customize all sorts of upgrades.
Oh no, in a way that I like.
Oh, looks like time's up. There are even more details to cover in the upcoming Splatoon Raiders Direct, airing on June 30th.
I don't need the Direct.
In the smart device app Nintendo Today, see the story events leading up to Splatoon Raiders with daily comics ahead of launch. Plus, in collaboration with this game, there's going to be a special Splatfest in Splatoon 3.
Well, there's still Splatfests going on.
It's about Splatoon Raiders. Details will be announced here. Look out for more info in the future. Don't forget to check this out, too. See ya!
Either one or two more announcements, I can imagine. And I don't feel a need to watch the Nintendo Treehouse.
So what did you think? Splatoon Raiders is just around the corner. We'll also be releasing new Joy-Con 2 controllers inspired by Deep Cut. We hope
you're
looking
in light yellow, huh?
Let's see some more headlines.
Or a number of more games because of headlines. This ain't a headline. Oh. Is this chapter 5 coming or what? Or are they just putting it on the Switch and Switch 2? I saw 5 there, so what if? Chapter 5 is waiting. Deltarune is waiting. June 24th.
Awaken your power.
And there's some metaphor. Hey, Uncommon, you gotta go through that too. I know.
Whosoever hath truly earned the greatest faith of the citizenry shall ascend to throne and crown by right of kings.
This is the United Kingdom of Uchronia, inhabited by 8 tribes. The next king shall be decided by the will of the people. By decree of the king, as his face floats in the sky, the tournament for the throne begins. As the realm grapples with its first ever election, those vying for the throne put their plans into action. As one of the throne's candidates, you'll travel across the kingdom, forging bonds with compelling characters along the way. Various enemies stand in
How that didn't sound Persona-like, I don't know. Way too Persona-like. In fine ways.
As well as other candidates and strange beasts known as humans. Control your destiny and change the world in Metaphor ReFantazio. Launching on
ReFantazio?
Nintendo Switch 2 system.
I feel like ReFantazio feels better, but I hear Fantasio.
Create, explore, survive.
Nah, don't need that. Not me anyway.
A dedicated Nintendo Switch 2 version of Minecraft is on the way. Dig into your Minecraft adventure on Nintendo Switch 2 with support for vibrant visuals. And embark on a journey across a world with enhanced lighting and shadow effects. Plus, Nintendo Switch Worlds can be carried over, so you can pick up right where you left off. What will
That's
you
good for those
create
fans.
next? Minecraft launches on Nintendo Switch 2 this year.
Final Fantasy XIV, Warhammer 40K, Metal Gear Solid Master Collection. Then what's that? Atelier Cardia. Arcadia. I can't spell. So I definitely need to note that. Why do I wonder if Observer is in any way related to System Shock, and I don't think it is. Don't need no DayZ. At least I don't need it. But that new Atelier game was a real blink and you'll miss it moment. '20-year anniversary celebration for Rise of the Tomb Raider. Oh, that's what that is. Tales of Eternia Remastered. That's huge. But I missed the date. I know it's October, but I missed the actual date. I'll have to rewind for that. That's huge. Tales of Eternia Remastered. I know David Fink is absolutely screaming in joy, or I imagine he is. For some people, Tales of Eternia Remastered may be the biggest piece of news from this. I expect there to be something due to an unfortunate rumor that I heard of. I'm sure plenty of you have heard of as well.
Of light and darkness approaches.
Don't be the online version or whatever that was. What was that?
Collections of Kingdom Hearts games are coming to Nintendo Switch 2. Traverse through iconic Disney.
What was that bad version on Switch 1? Why was it bad? Like, I forget the name of it. But downloading it and trying to play it on Switch, you need a stellar online connection.
Experience them for the first time alongside Sora and his friends as they fight the darkness. If you have the cloud versions on Nintendo Switch,
Cloud
you
version.
can transfer your existing save data to these Nintendo
That's what it is,
Switch 2
cloud
games.
version. That's the problem.
These 3 collections launch on Nintendo Switch 2 October 8th. A bundle with all 3 compilations. Kingdom Hearts Collection 1
I don't
through 3
need that. We need
also
Kingdom
launches
Hearts 4
October 8th.
news. This is nothing.
Additionally, a free demo of Kingdom Hearts 3 plus Remind will be available later today on Nintendo eShop.
How appropriate with Toy Story 5 almost here. Where's Kingdom Hearts 4 news?
この世界の構造はとても複雑で、私たちが定義する光と闇を具現化したものは存在しなかった。でもそれを定義するものがこの世界に来たことで、この世界に私たちの定義する闇が現れた。
They brought the concept of Heartless and Light and Dark to that Final Fantasy looking world? That's crazy. Who's that and that? Oh shoot. That Lucier. We have actual gameplay. And it's looking similar to 3 in ways I can understand. Oh man, those look like more than Neo shadows. And that feels like more than a dark side. For some people, this is the biggest piece of news here. We got new gameplay. Whenever it comes out, it'll be available on Switch 2 at launch as well.
Next is our last announcement. Please take a look.
I'm expecting things here. Can't immediately tell. Yes. Well, let me wait.
Created by beings of supreme divinity.
Could just be new Zelda.
At the very edge of this kingdom, there lay a small forest.
I don't think so. I think this is what we expect here. If they mention a forest.
An ancient solitary tree quietly watched over the inhabitants of the forest.
Only thing that could follow a new Kingdom Hearts. Or new news for that Kingdom Hearts.
Were called the Kokiri. Each had a fairy companion, and they lived out their innocent
This is the Great Deku Tree talking. This is what happened at the beginning. This is the Great Deku Tree talking.
There was one particular boy.
Yep.
Who did not have a fairy.
Are they only showing us this and no gameplay? They show us that at least. Very different from what I remember it to be clothing-wise. But it is within him. He may not know it, but it's within him. I think a lot of people expected this after probably Nate the Hate ruined the surprise. This and Star Fox. I think he also said probably holiday this year.
The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time will be reborn on Nintendo Switch 2. More details will be announced in the future, so please look forward to them. That's all for today's Nintendo Direct. Earlier this year, Devon-san was appointed as the new president of Nintendo of America. We'd like to conclude this presentation with a few words from Devon-san.
I didn't remember who would replace Doug Bowser. So there's a Devon.
Thank you, Koizumi-san. Hi, everyone. I'm Devon Pritchard, and after 20 years at Nintendo, one of my favorite things about gaming is still that moment I get to try something new. I watch the trailers, I hear about a game, but the moment I pick up a controller, that's when it all comes together. And for me, that's what games have always been about. Those little moments that surprise me and allow me to immerse myself in different worlds. You can read about a game, you can watch a trailer, but nothing beats seeing it for yourself. And that's a big part of what Nintendo Treehouse Live is about. Getting a closer look, hearing from the teams, and spending more time with the games themselves. So let's get to it. We've got a new Nintendo Treehouse Live ready to go with a few games I hope you find interesting. And if you enjoyed Splatoon Raiders in today's Nintendo Direct, this July at San Diego Comic-Con, we'll have the game playable on the show floor. Because at the end of the day, I think the best way to understand a game is to pick up the controller and play. Thanks for watching.
That's what I need to do with
really
Star
looking forward
Fox.
to sharing more of what I love about games and bringing those experiences to all of you. And now it's time for Treehouse Live. Over to you, team.
We don't need to see Star Fox, I don't think, or at least I don't. So I already know I want it. I know I'm gonna share it with y'all. So why don't I put Kirby down and we go to the Star Fox demo, if it's even available.
My name is Teresa, and I'm joined here by Gab, Dan, and Rob.
In fact, let me get the Switch 2 and see if I can do Star Fox demo.
It's a cinematic shooter. We're gonna focus on the single-player game, and then we'll go into the multiplayer in a later segment. But Dan, why don't you take us away?
Let me see this if I can pull it up. If I can, then I'll do that immediately.
A Bridge of the Great Fox, which is the base for the Star Fox team. The team is just coming out of their VR training session, which is part of the tutorial. And here's we get a little introduction to some of the characters. Falco is their ace pilot. Slippy's the engineer, science expert. Pepe's their veteran uncle who gives them advice. And then Fox McCloud is the leader of the team. And
I don't see anything about demo yet.
Is they're getting a call from General Pepper, who's the
But it'd probably be later.
the Corneria Defense Force, and he wants to hire this mercenary team to help them in a fairly desperate situation, which we'll see as we answer this call.
Demo.
I think we're going to go straight into the campaign here, and when you start the campaign, you're going to be able to select between easy and normal difficulty mode.
Demo for Tomodachi Life Living the Dream.
The expert difficulty mode, which we'll talk about in more detail later. You unlock that by getting medals in the various missions. But we're going to
there ain't no
start with
demo
normal,
for
because
Star
that's what most
Fox
people are
yet.
going to be familiar with. And you can also, before each mission, select single player, co-op local, or co-op game share.
I really wish there
we'll do more
was.
co-op later. Let's go straight into single player, and this is another kind of cinema scene where you can see the cinematic storytelling.
Incoming hail from General Pepper. Priority 1.
And as you mentioned, these cutscenes are new, so they expand upon what we already know about the franchise, or at least the game this is based off of.
A little on edge.
They do a really good job of showcasing each member.
I will say General Pepper does look good, though.
Yeah, the details on the characters just really bring them to life with their Falcons goofing off in the background. The various uniforms are different. The backgrounds in these different scenes are also have a lot of detail that I think will reward keen observation.
That's understandable, actually. That is how Fox operates.
Some details that might be kind of interesting.
Save Corneria. Liberate the
like a watering can.
Well, you know, we gotta have some decorations here.
Pleasure doing business with you,
but yeah, General Pepper here is pretty desperate. He's hiring the Star Fox team to help out on Corneria, which is under attack by the forces of Andross, who is rampaged through the system, and the Star Fox team.
I have to stop or I'll spoil me. I say spoil, but I mean I'll spoil the experience of seeing these scenes for myself outside of my own playing things. So one thing I want to do is go back and check when exactly Tales of Eternia Remastered drops, because that was very blink and you'll miss it as well. So, and the Atelier game as well. Tales of Eternia, October 16th. So I need that info. And then what was that Atelier game? It looks like Karia, and it's coming early next year. But I don't enough see where the name is to confirm it. It keeps feeling like Karia, not Katia. Atelier Karia. Yeah, that really feels like Atelier Karia. And you know it's not just Switch 2. They are just the ones that broke the news first. But it feels like Karia. So I do feel like I should sleep since I don't have Star Fox demo available yet. But not before reviewing what we got from this direct. Because there were things. More than I was expecting. I don't know that I need it, but One Piece Grand Gourmet October 23rd does look delicious. It really does, pixels and all. For all you Pokemon Pokopia fans, Dive, is it available today? But the first DLC in the expansion pass will be happening in August. I already forgot if Dive happens today or if it happens that time when the DLC drops. Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave will be happening September 17th. And honestly, instead of fighting for being the new king, fighting for a wish, that way feels a little similar to Metaphor in that there's a lot of people vying for the wish, and you're also going across the world, but there's one major city where the major stuff is happening. I guess I'll have to look into Ninjala, because Ninjala 2 did look interesting in ways that I can appreciate. I don't know that I should care about DK challenges. Maybe today I'll actually get Nintendo Today on my phone. But I'm still not enough of a Nintendo person as I used to be. But there are things, don't get me wrong. There are things, and there have been, and as far as I know, there still will be. And I really want to hope that Jujutsu Kaisen Rumble Survive-a-thon is not just a Switch or Switch 2 thing. That's just what's been shown, but Ponkel's working with more licensed stuff than just Warhammer here. And again, it being based on the Culling game makes a whole lot of sense, actually. That was the cool kind of interesting. So, when does it drop? Just this year, Survive-a-thon. I didn't even think of domain expansion because it was Japanese sounding. But yeah, Jujutsu Kaisen Rumble Survive-a-thon. Sometime this year. And it's not just Muramasa Rebirth, now it's Muramasa Revenant Blades coming next year. And the Xenoblade, I'd rather say Xenoblade. I swear I've heard it in some commercials, the Xenoblade Chronicles, but here in the direct, we heard Xenoblade Chronicles. And the trilogy is getting Switch 2 versions. And I almost swear the first game update is available. Later today, digital version and upgrade pack available later today. That is very much a thing. Then the end of next month, upgrade will be a thing. Digital and physical version of 3 will be happening the same day, December 3rd. So that's all cool. With Xenoblade Genesis coming 2027. And I swear there was no date for Nintendo Switch Sports Resort. The Final Fantasy Resonance, October 22nd, is a very exciting thing there. Oh, it comes out the same day as Final Fantasy Resonance, October 22nd. So that's important to know. Then Dragon Quest Monsters 4, December 3rd. The Duskbloods has a close network test happening this summer. Atelier Caria is happening early next year. And I've not gone through any Atelier game in its entirety since Mana Khemia, Alchemists of Al-Ravis, which is very, very unfair to the Atelier franchise. I've got to go through more of those. Tales of Eternia Remastered, October 16th, is a pretty huge deal. And the only thing that would have made the reveal for Ocarina of Time remake would have been if it was a complete surprise. Unfortunately, the only way to be surprised for things would be to avoid the internet, news, and fellow gamers who are more happy about leaks and rumors. You got to avoid them entirely in order to have any chance of being surprised for video game stuff in this day and age. And to me, Nate the Hate ruins surprise and explosive excitement. Although I didn't know about the Kingdom Hearts 4 stuff that we would see today, so that was an actual real surprise. So it's more of a you win some, you lose some thing. But we don't have any more real info on Kingdom Hearts 4, but we did get new video. We did get a little bit of new stuff. So now we know the world that Sora and that girl, I forget her name, the world they're in, apparently they brought the concepts of light and darkness in. I wonder if most of the game will be there, but I'm not 100% on that. Could be a little bit of a Ray Natus feel in that regard. But Will a lot of the game be there? And Donald and Goofy are searching hard for their not Mickey best pal. But all we saw was just Sora and that world. But that was new stuff we didn't know about. So that was exciting. What was the most exciting thing of news to you all, if you have anything? I'm trying to figure out what that is for me. I think stuff that's exciting, not nearly enough exciting, but still exciting. Jujutsu Kaisen Rumble Survivathon. That was cool. Muramasa Revenant Blades was a very nice surprise I didn't expect. I'm not saying enough, but Xenoblade Trilogy, all getting Switch 2 versions, all within even half a year, really. This, with the last one being December 3rd, it's all happening in the span of 6 months. So that's actually cool. Very cool. Final Fantasy Resonance, I did not expect to see main characters from Final Fantasy Brave Exvius in this, or rather, in a brand new game in a new way. So that's exciting HD 2D-ness in a hopefully what feels like a new story. Or is it taking Brave Exvius and making it into a console JRPG? I'm not sure, but it could feel similar in concept to Octopath Traveler 0, effectively taking that mobile game, I forget, but still being its own thing, if not an outright rip of that mobile game and making it a console thing. I swear Zero takes some concepts, but is still its own thing. Really need to get back to that. If not, start over, because I haven't done too much with it. Let me double check Octopath Traveler 0. But Square Enix granted me the key for that as well, so why don't I go back to it and start it over? But where's Zero? There. Okay, so Zero is a console adaptation of Champions of the Continent, that mobile game. The story and mechanics were used as a foundation for Zero, modifying Champions of the Continent's presentation and structure to remove its gacha game systems. I wonder if Final Fantasy Resonance has a similar approach for Final Fantasy Brave Exvius. It's time to start learning about Atelier Caria. We got a date for Dragon Quest Monsters 4, and I hope it hits PlayStation as well if I do decide to get it. If not, there will surely be a Steam version, if not later. And we do have Zelda Ocarina of Time Remake, and it's coming this year. I swear rumors and Nate the Hate have said it would be happening this holiday. I would totally expect it at this point, but I hate that it ain't a surprise. What I need is for it to be a surprise, but I don't think it enough is. The most exciting thing, though. What was the most exciting thing? I'm not sure if there was anything extremely exciting. I know I was surprised with any new Kingdom Hearts 4 stuff. That was the biggest surprise. Well, no. Maybe Xenoblade Trilogy all getting Switch 2 updates within 6 months. Maybe that's a bigger surprise. Maybe that's the number. No. It and Kingdom Hearts 4, anything, are probably tied for biggest awesome surprises to me. I think that's my final answer. Tying for the biggest surprises are the Xenoblade Trilogy getting Switch 2 editions in 6 months, and then new Kingdom Hearts 4 footage and story. Those are the most exciting things to me, but they may not say too much, but they're still big deals. They are still big deals. I have got to demo Star Fox for y'all and me. I have to. It ain't available yet, but it will be, and I need to do the thing. But right now, I need to get rating and probably get a little more sleep, especially if I am going to stream again for a regular stream like a lot of me is feeling like. And if you want to be cooler than you already are, you can copy and paste this raid message after I add things to it. Because anyone who follows would easily be able to do this as it is. So instead, I want you all to copy this as we go raid someone I don't have the opportunity to much due to the earlier times. Melon BVT. I forget the pronouns, actually. Maybe it's just she, but I'm not 100%. I do not remember for the life of me. And I don't think Melon was interested in the Nintendo Direct because Melon started at 10:30 while it was still going. 10:30 my time anyway. But that's valid. I'll ask if there was any interest. And I'm expecting a no, but it's okay if it's a no. And whatever-ish. I think I still ought to close it the same way, though, considering I am closing and it has the time. So do take care of yourself, love yourself, be kind to yourself, forgive yourself, believe in yourself. If you're knocked down, take your time getting up, but not too much time. The world and its infinite possibilities are far too impatient for your return. Don't keep them waiting. You're awesome. Pass it on. And until next time, stay uncommon. Later.